Online Chikitsa Myth was actually started by Shubhang. He's the main co-founder. I joined it very later, and true inspiration for him was that during his masters, he had an encounter with where they had to design a product for a developing country, and he understood the nuances that existed around healthcare. Only the metropolitans are where the good doctors are actually exist. Around 80% of the doctors exist in the most urban areas in India currently, and 75% of hospitals are still in the urban areas. And there was a lack of proper healthcare in the rural India, and nothing was being done for it at the point. So the company started in 2016 when he started his pilot projects in everything around it, and it was only in 2019 that we started the present model that we are with, partnering with the medical store owners, because they are a very important part of the medical ecosystem that exists in the rural, because there has to be a lot of trust around it, and people need to believe you that there's someone who already is there as a physical touch point exists. Summit was primarily started for the rural healthcare system, and all the existing telemedicine platforms that are there that we presently know, they're more concentrated towards urban areas. Whereas in rural, there is still a lot of gap. There is lack of doctors. The ratio is 1:10,000. So for every 10,000 patients, there is just one doctor, whereas in the authorized WHO says that should be 1:1100. And in urban India, that is what it is presently. But in the rural, because of it, there are lack of doctors, there's lack of proper infrastructure as well, and there is lack of quality care. So what does Online Chikitsa Myth makes us different is that we ensure that it is accessible, it is affordable, and at the same time, we are providing them a quality care with a Chikitsa Sathi that makes sure that every patient is taken care of. We make sure that their treatment journey is completed with the doctor. They comply with the treatment prescribed by the doctor, and they understand what is happening around their treatment. Because of Ayushman Bharat, there is certain awareness that people now are getting, and also in CHCs and PHCs, government had already started digital consultations long back, and now that they have a specified, a unit where Ayushman Bharat, where patient knows that I can get a consultation done online. Once the government starts expanding it and has more outlets and more reach, then the impact would be greater. Because right now, I think around 2 lakhs Ayushman Bharat exists. But yes, again, the advocacy around it is that people need to be more aware about what it is. Health literacy is very important, and need for educating and holding more camps. Next is the affordability of consultations and everything. So low-cost models, collaborations with public health programs, and offering subsidized care is very important. The shortage of healthcare professionals exists, but we cannot address it overnight. And to address it, it is important that digital consultations and government initiatives and digital infrastructure is also worked upon. It's very easy. It is democratizing healthcare in a way that online consultation with a good doctor from urban area is available for them. So if they want to consult a specialist, it is only a call away, and any person from the rural can just connect with them instead of traveling long hours, then waiting in the OPDs for longer hours. They are also becoming aware about the doctors as well, the specialities that exist. Urban areas now moving towards hyper specialization, where every specialization has 9 other hyper specialist doctors in every field, whereas in the rural they still are only aware of the GPs, the general physicians. Whereas we started in Uttar Pradesh, and we've actually now covering around almost all the districts here in Uttar Pradesh. We are slowly now expanding to the other states. And the biggest challenge in the starting was the multilingual language that we had to cater for, because as soon as you start moving from north to the other parts of India, there is a language barrier that does exist. So we've tried to cover that, and what we're doing is we are getting AI tools as also being integrated, where it can help us in our expansion with the multilingual language barriers. We are expanding into other states like Karnataka extensively and Maharashtra Maharashtra as well. Presently, we are in 15 states now operating. Not covered all districts yet, but our plan is to cover major districts in all these states that we presently are working in.